That didn't take long, did it, folks? You know, the beauty of technology. You know, you can go from one right into the other. But anyway, y'all, it's me, and it's time for Hair Church. Hey again, hey again. So if y'all would like to, please share with your followers, and we're going to bust this out. You know, we're gonna do a little bit of talking. We're gonna do a little bit of chatting, and we're going to. Hey, Elsa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do too. I do too. This was the only thing I had that looked like a galaxy. And when I saw yesterday what the Hair Battles inspiration board was, I wore my galaxy shirt for Tiffany. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to talk about something tonight that has been very dear. Hey, Chad, thank you, thank you. Dear to my heart for a long time, y'all. And I've talked about it. But there's been a lot of talk this week about egos. About egos. And I've always had the belief that you need to check your ego at the door. You know, you need to check your ego at the door. Yes, Miss Danette's Hair Church. Yeah, Chad, I was too. Hey, Frankie, I was at the bowling alley for Susan B. Coleman bowling for the cure and supporting some people, and I was going everywhere in the world I could go trying to get Wi-Fi. It was just crazy. But you know what? Why do we have to have an ego, y'all? Hey, Jennifer, why do we have an ego? If we're good, we don't have to have an ego. If we're good, we don't need to tell people that we're good. You know, now I'm not talking about Instagram. I'm not talking about posting on forums. Hey, Hair Studio. You know, I'm not talking about this type of thing. I'm talking about people who literally, continually, day in, day out, say, oh, I'm so damn good. How good am I? You know what? This is some form of an insecurity that people are doing because now I'm believing that maybe they're not good. You know, there's a difference between being accomplished. You know, you can be accomplished. No, it's not, Elsa. You can be accomplished and you can go on Instagram and you can post 50 times a day. You can post in every forum that there is. You can, you know, and you can be accomplished. But an ego, to me, is when you make a post, quote unquote, that says, is this not the damned best looking thing you've ever seen? I'm so good. You know, no, that's an ego. You know, that's an ego. You know, that's just beyond berserk. You know, it's just no need. It's just, hey, Jess, you know, hey, Jess, you missed Shasta drinking. She's drinking right now. I was waiting to see if you were going to say something, but you just missed it. So, and she loved her toy, and midnight, it freaked him out. He has never seen one, and it kind of freaked him out. But now he's got it all shoved over into the bedroom, hid. Yeah, you know, there's a thing where they want you to post pictures of your pets on Facebook until the 29th of the month in support of to stop animal cruelty. So that's what that's about. Yeah, he likes his mice. He's tuck it and hid it now, but he was freaked out at first, you know. But yeah, y'all, I just don't understand the ego thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I don't think there's a need for it. I've been seeing a bunch of it, you know, in these confines of these four walls, this property right here, y'all. Some of the most talented people. Hey, Laura. Some of the most talented people that I've ever known come into this property and visit with me. And you know what? Not a one of y'all have an ego. Not a one of y'all have an ego. And you do some of the finest work I've ever seen. And if anybody had a right to have an ego, it would be y'all. You know, you know, and I just don't understand how. You know what? You know the term insta rich. You win a lottery, you're insta rich. You sell a bunch of land sometimes in a place, and I have tons of insta rich people where I live. They're from the country. They're not fancy people. They sell a hundred acres of property, and they're a multimillionaire. Because of where we live, they're insta rich. Well, there are many, 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 many people that are insta famous in this profession nowadays. And that's not necessarily a bad thing unless you let it drive your ego. If you let it drive your ego, then the honor and the gift of being insta famous is not serving the right purpose. If you let it swell your head so damn big that you can't get in the door, if you let it, it just drives me crazy. It just drives me crazy. Perfect example, is Ruby Divine. And I don't call Ruby insta famous. Ruby's worked damn hard to get, to where she's at. But you know what? She can still get her head in the door. She can still, she can still be kind. She can speak good. I've not seen her change one bit. We're talking about egos. She hasn't changed. She's the same Ruby that I've known for 2 years now that she was. Hello, Vinica. Hello, hello, hello. So, she's a perfect example of how you should be when you gain instant, what's called, which I don't think she has. It wasn't instant for her. She's worked hard. But, it's called that. It's insta fame, and she's the perfect example of how you should be. I can name names. I do have it on Vinica. I've been supporting since I found out that the theme for Guy yesterday was Galaxy. I wore this for Miss Tiffany tonight. I could name names of people who have not handled it well, but I don't need to, because y'all know I don't name names. I learned my lesson. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I learned my lesson. But, like I said, there's people within here right now that do some of the most beautiful work that I've ever seen, y'all. And they're still perfectly normal. They're down to earth, and I think that they are shining examples of how to conduct yourself, Hey, Alabama girl. I'm going to get in trouble. I watched every one of the contestants be interviewed yesterday. Hey. Be interviewed yesterday. I instantly knew. Oh, I'm fixing to get in trouble. I instantly knew whom I didn't like from the way they talked and conducted themselves. I instantly knew who I loved, and it's not because I like her. Tiffany conducted herself in the most professional manner. She was sweet, she was kind, she was humble, and several did. But I instantly knew who I did not like. Instantly knew who I did not like. And I just thought that was so ironic that if I picked up on this, did everybody pick up on this? Yeah, Jennifer, she was fabulous. Hey, Tracy. So like I said, that was, I was going to talk about Insta fame and egos all week long. This is what my topic was going to be. But after I saw this yesterday, I thought, wow, this is perfect. This is perfect. It was perfect. I missed something, Vinica, but oh my God, I'm excited too, Frankie. I don't know. I just was talking, I was just amazed. Hey. Like I said, it just amazed me, that you could hear an ego in a couple of people's voice. You know, you could just hear an ego in a couple of people's voice. And I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't know that I would want to go out to lunch with her. And I'm maybe a perfectly wonderful person, but I could just hear ego. In Tiffany's voice, I heard humble, great gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I heard kindness, and I heard thankful. But the main thing I heard in her voice, and I heard it in one other person's, was thankfulness. Thankfulness, thankfulness, thankfulness. They were so thankful to be there. They were so thankful to be there. Particularly one of the others, not so much. But, that's okay. I guess that'll be a lonely flight back home, wherever they're going. They ain't got no trophy to carry home with them. Just saying. They ain't got no trophy to carry home with them. So whatever. But so y'all, like I said, we can be the richest person in the world, but we don't have to be an ass. Yeah, the very first, and according to what Mary said tonight, the first of the annual events, so it'll be carrying on. You can be the richest person, you can have billions of dollars, but you don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to be an ass. You just can be nice, because I'm going to tell you, this person that had an attitude wipes her butt the exact same way I wipe mine. Not trying to be nasty, but or nothing, but that's just the truth, absolutely the same way, and I guarantee you, if that form of an attitude was picked up by me on a Periscope, it was picked up by every single person that was there, that was that was involved, And like I said, I just don't understand it. And maybe I am totally out of bounds about it. Maybe I absolutely read it wrong. Could be the most wonderful people in the whole wide world, But I just heard an attitude, and I just heard an ego, And y'all, I don't like no damn ego. I like to use, she don't know me, so she won't care for me using her name. I love to use Tracy Cunningham as an example of being the most down-to-earth person that I've ever seen. In everything that I see here, everything that I see online, everything I see and known about her for years, she's the most down-to-earth hairdresser. And y'all, she's famous. She's rich, y'all. I mean, hell, she flies all over the world to do people's hair. She just posted a picture at Gwyneth's home doing foils, in the kitchen, How damn normal is that, from somebody famous? No ego. No ego. She doesn't have to have a damn ego, because she knows she's got her shit together. She knows she's got bank. And you know what? She don't have to have an ego. I think sometimes egos are fake. She is Frankie. She's the bomb, and she's from my own heart, because she's old school hairdresser, she's just old school hairdresser, and I love that. She doesn't fancy it up. She does bleach. Did you mix my bleach? Hell, I say the word bleach on Facebook and I get 50,000 messages telling me I'm too old. I need to retire. So, I love her, and like I said, that's my perfect example of someone who doesn't have an ego. I love that. Another example, I don't think Guy Tang has even a form of an ego. I don't think he knows what the word ego is. I just don't think so. Yeah, Alabama girl, I do a lot, But it is great, Denise, But you know what? If anyone deserved to have an ego, it would be him. But he doesn't have an ego. You know, he remains very humble, grateful, helpful, And like I said, this is a perfect example of how I think our profession should be. You know, I don't know, Jess. I don't know. Y'all. Maybe I read more into it than I did. Maybe somebody will eventually tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I just kind of went, like. You know what? Harrington House, I think that was the most disrespectful thing that I've ever heard is how the people and some of the people in the audience conducted themselves. They were acting like they were at now we have in church. They were acting like they were at a damn party. And I was expecting, some of them, a disco ball to come down from the ceiling and Staying Alive to start playing because of the way they were carrying on and chattering and talking and laughing. I thought it was the most disrespectful thing to the organizers. I thought it was disrespectful to Guy. I thought it was disrespectful to Kenra behind the chair.com. And mainly though, the main people it was disrespectful to was the contestants who were having their moment of glory. Because now if I'd have been on the stage, oh no, y'all would have seen me hold my hand up and say, hey, shut the hell up where you can hear what's going on. Let me have my 5 minutes of glory and I'll get off the stage and then y'all have fun. I certainly would have. It was absolutely rude. I would have went the hell off. I really would have. See, that Alabama girl, no. That's just crazy. What has happened to us, y'all? What has happened to us when we cannot go out in public and conduct ourselves for 2 hours and watch something and let people have a little bit of glory? It was a venue. It was some venue somewhere, because they did a scope about setting up the venue. Jess, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, it was horrible at Harrington House. It really was. Because you know what? I could barely hear a word that anyone on the stage was saying. And I don't know if y'all saw this. There was one time when Mary was talking, and she just stopped for a second, because I think she got flustered just for about 15 seconds or 20 seconds, and then she started talking again. It was just, I don't know. It's just the way they were conducting herself. And y'all, I know they went to have a good time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, though, you can have a good time without talking and cutting up and when a program is going on. This was important. This was important to those 5 people on that stage. This is a high point of their life. If Tiffany lives to be 75, 100 years old, tonight will be a high point of her life. And then all these asses were out there acting like a fool. But you know what, y'all? I'm going to tell you. Been in this business 41 years, they ain't nothing worse in this world than a drunk hairdresser on a Saturday night. And I'm not saying they were drunk. I'm just saying there ain't a hairdresser that's anticipating fixing to get drunk on Saturday night. There's nothing worse. Absolute nothing worse. And so I don't know if they were drinking. I don't know if they were anticipating, but I know they were acting like a bunch of fools. Foolish people. If that's the case, then the bar area should not have been opened until after the presentation and after the contest was over. Because the bar area has to be part of the venue. So, because the venue was the whole thing. So if they had an open bar going during the presentation, hey, then it's their fault. It's the people that put it on. I'm not saying Guy, because Guy was a presenter. He was the name of the competition. Kenra and BehindTheChair.com, my understanding was doing this. So if they were allowing the bar to be open during the presentation, you get what you get. You get what you get. I've been to many, 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 many things like this. And the bar would be open maybe for an hour, and then it was shut down until after the event was over with. Thank you, Tanya. That's exactly what I'm saying. You had I've been to many things where you had an open bar for an hour, it closed, and then after it was over, it opened back up for another hour or so. But I mean, I like I said, I couldn't hardly hear. And I'm not hard of hearing. I got some sharp hearing because I hear shit all the time I don't want to hear. I sure do. But like I said, y'all, it's just amazing about the egos. Oh, was it? See, I don't deal with that, y'all. I just don't. Like I said, this was disrespectful to everyone involved. Yeah. She just got a drink. Did you hear? I don't know what she's doing. Shasta, what are you doing? Oh, she's got her toy. No, she don't. She's got something. She's got food. What are you eating, baby? Oh. Everybody said, hey, Shasta. She's crazy. You know what? The only thing I can figure out is that hairdressers are a bunch of drunks. You hear scratching the couch. And, that just, I don't know. I know we work hard, y'all, but I don't have to get drunk on Saturday night. Although, Vinica, I do have, when I ask about rum, I do have a little special. One of my salon guests that live here for half the year and year live away always bring me something to drink. And they brought me a big, huge bottle of Barbados rum today that has to be imported into the United States. So I think that will be traveling with us to St. Louis. It's just a little hope. Tiff is live. Okay, well, y'all, let's go. Say bye, Shasta. Let's go see Tiffany. Y'all, I love you. Hair hugs and listen to the whispers until you hear the words, y'all. Bye.